right, so you got your notes in front of you, and you have your slip of paper. Let's go ahead and you got another 30 seconds or so. Who needs more time to write down a question? Okay.
Do they have to be hard?
No, they don't have to be hard, but just something that you think we should talk about from the notes. Something that that would be helpful to the class.
Put our name on it.
Don't put your name on it. All I need is the question. I need a number from 1 to 5, and I need a right or a left. Do not put the answer down.
Wait, why? Why is 1 to the left? Just like, I put 1 to the right. It's 3 to 3 spaces, and then right. So space to the right. Just be that first.
Yes, all that's for is just to determine who goes after. Dylan's going to start. It's easy. All right. If you will, once you're done with your questions, if you will pass them down. Rain, if you will put your questions in the green basket, and after we get them all, we'll pass them back. So we're talking about database. We went over the lesson 1 of database on Friday. So we're reviewing our notes from that and writing a question down. You need right or left. Write it up. Or else I'm going to pick. If you get to put right or left, it's hard. On 5, 1 to 5, number from 1 to 5, and a right or left. Pass it down. Pass them down. We got other questions from row 2. Questions from row 3 and questions from row 4. All right. Now you got a minute or two. Discuss with your neighbor.
Mr. Sherrill?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you dismiss Caleb Scott?
All right. Goodbye, Caleb. Have a good day. Discuss with your neighbor what a database is. An example of a database. You need to give an example of a database. Peyton, you can just join with Zach.
I can say it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. We don't need a partner. So. Have a good day, bud.
Yeah, so an example. I mean, it says on here.
You got it?
I know, we talked. Oh, yeah.
Who needs some more time, huh? No, not yet.
Do you want to stand up and say it? You have to be unique.
Not even making rock, paper, scissors? All right, who's the youngest in the class? Who's the youngest?
I'm the youngest senior.
Where are my freshmen? Oh, we got a lot. Okay. Who has a birthday? Who still is waiting to turn 15? That would be Gilly. I think Gilly, you are the youngest. You are the winner. All right, so we're going to start with Gilly and Jason. All right, stand up. Give us your example of a database.
Example of a database. Amazon for, I guess, searching.
Amazon for what?
Like searching stuff.
Searching Amazon for something you want to buy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that. Now you got to pick a new group.
Zach.
All right. gentleman right here. Stand up, guys.
Like hospital.
Very good. Hospital medical records. And we would want those to be what? We would want, as far as, would we want anybody, just anyone to be able to look at those? Huh? Private. We want them private. We want them secure. We want them secure. Good job. Hospital record, database records at a hospital. Espino, what you got there?
I said like Walmart's like inventory.
Very good. Walmart's inventory would be an example of a database. And how do you, I'm gonna make you stand up again real quick. This isn't really database related, but how do they update their inventory? Do you know?
Like the scanner thing.
Yeah, the barcode, exactly. Good job. The barcode updates their inventory automatically. We'll just keep going in this direction. Maria and Sam. Stand up for me.
We're gonna do the, like, Google history.
Google History could be a database if you were going to keep track of all that stuff, right? Of everything that someone has searched. Very good. We'll take that. That's good.
We said a contact list and a phone.
Contact list and a phone. Awesome. How many of you went home this weekend and started deleting contacts that you never used? I need to do that. All right, go ahead, guys.
Microsoft Access is an example of a database.
Well, that's true. How about a real life example of a database? Like an example.
We said phone contact, but I mean, it could be a lot of things. Google, Yahoo, anything really that you can search.
All right, let me help you out for a minute. What do you think? Do you think that you could make a database of all of your personal items? Yeah, you could, right? How many of you have a lot of clothes? You girls that have a lot, some of you girls in here probably have a very large database of all of your clothing. Good job, thanks. All right, Bishop.
Alright, example of a database would be like a football team's roster.
Football team roster, very good. I like it. How about not going to take me a step further? You could do a football team, or you could do every Division I school's football roster too, right? We could make it really large. Go ahead.
Alright, others is about like sports statistics and how they keep up with like all their stats for everybody.
Statistics for teams, right? Yeah, you can get a big breakdown of a lot of different stats. I like it. Good job, Leonard. All right, what we got here?
Like lists of different emails and stuff.
List of emails
In your email account.
in your email account. All right, what kind of fields do we have, Joseph? I'm gonna put you on the spot for something like that.
I have no idea.
Sure you do. You need their email. What else would you want to remember about that email? Their first name.
First name.
What about, and then what else?
After the at, what it's like at Yahoo.
Is it Yahoo or Gmail? Sure, that's good. Good job. I put you on the spot. All right, go ahead.
We said like student IDs, like searching for students and their ID numbers.
Student IDs or Power School. Again, another example of a good database. Sorry, I just got stolen. We need to skip you?
We just said that, or we were gonna say Power School, but,
Yeah.
like a business salary, a database of the salaries of business.
Sure. You can make a database of employees' salaries. That's exactly right. And also all their information.
Our
Go ahead.
example is a site like eBay.
So like eBay, where you're doing what?
You're searching through a bunch of items you might want to buy,
So-
bid on.
So, all right, so we got an example, kind of like our Amazon example. What else can you do on Amazon and eBay besides buy?
So,
You can sell, exactly. You want to make a database of maybe items that you're selling. Good job. All right. So we've made a list of questions. Want to start over here? We're going to answer some questions about database that we learned about on Friday. Go ahead and pick, Mr. Dillon.
How can you enlarge the navigation pane?
How can you enlarge a navigation pane?
Isn't there like a dialog box that you can use to enlarge it?
It's a two little lines on the side. It looks kind of like the lines on the board there. We called it, starts with an S.
Green tip.
Not a screen tip. Anybody remember what that is? Might help them out? How about, huh? The shutter. Yeah, exactly, the shutter. Good job, Dylan.
Left to.
We're going left for Dylan, 2. That's over to Abigail. Stand up for me. There you go.
What is a database?
What is a database?
A tool for collecting and organizing
a tool for collecting, organizing information, and yours is left 2 as well. So we're coming over to Sam. Come on up, Sam. Grab your question out of there. Stand up. Stand up for me.
What side is the navigation pane open on by default?
By default.
Isn't it the left?
Be on the left side. Very good. What's your number on there?
Right 4?
Right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We already got Dylan, so we're coming to Chase. Nope, we're going the same direction. Stand up, Chase.
What is the most basic object in database?
What is the most basic object in a database?
Table, there we go.
Got a table down there. All right. Now we're going to the right, and we're going 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, Mr. Noah. Stand up for me, bud.
What does the shutter pane do?
What does the shutter pane do? We just talked about that with Dylan. What does the shutter do on a camera? Lets in the light, right? How does it do that? What do we do with the door? We close it or open it, right? Good job. 2 left. Going to Maria. Stand up for me, Maria. What does the shutter bar do? We got the same question. Can we answer that one? Opens and closes a navigation pane. Very good. Going 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. We already got you. It's Leah.
Please excuse the interruption. We are now beginning our cap and gown distribution. Would all seniors in Sarah Dragoon's homeroom please report to Ms. Knight's room 304 in the art wing to pick up your caps and gowns. Students, the back doors are unlocked, so you may travel back and forth to the back doors by Jason Dragoon's room and the cafeteria side. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Which tab do you click to open the backstage view?
File tab. The tab to open backstage is a file tab. We're going 2 to the right. 1, 2. We already got Gilly. All right, Jason. How does a database management system work? That's a very open-ended question. Okay, keep standing up. How do you think it works? How do you make a database? You make a table, you start doing what? Entering what? Text? Like records and stuff? Yeah, we can do that. Going 3 to the left. So the left is this way. 1, 2, 3. Face it bent over.
What is a row in a table called?
Mr. Cheryl, could I get your attendance, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
A record.
A row in a table is called a record. It's called a record. Very good. 2 to the left. 1, 2. Wait. Now I'm all confused. Because you're on the end there. 1, 2. We already got Sam. We actually already got this over. Let's go up here to Joseph.
Where can you find access help?
What do you hit to get that help to come up?
Question.
The question mark. And is it on the right or the left?
Right.
It's on the right side. Very good. We got 1, but we didn't get it right or left, so I'm going to right here, Samantha. How does a query work? Let's say, what is a query first of all? It's a question. Very good. It is a question. So how would a query work then? You just want to ask a question. Very good. What we got? 4 to the left. Ethan. Here you go. Ethan, stand up for me, bud.
Alright, how do you move data between databases?
How do you
Don't you just copy?
How do you move data between databases? Right, you could just copy it.
Yeah.
4 to the left. Go back this way. 1, 2. We're going to Amanda. Stand up for me, Amanda.
By default, an application pane opens to what side of the access
to the left side. Very good. To the left, we already got Joseph. We're going to Rain.
What view is used to perform most table design tasks?
Remember, we had two views, right? We had the data sheet view, and the other one was called design view. And so if we're wanting to do table design, which one do you think we need, data sheet or design?
Design.
Design view. All right. One to the left is Joseph's. So we're going down to Hunter.
Oh, nice. Let's see what we got here. Short text can hold how many characters? Isn't it 150?
Not quite. Short text holds how many from your notes?
255.
255. 255. Read to the right. Going this way. One. To Elliot. Stand up for me, Elliot.
What is an example of an object in a database?
An example of an object. You got 4 examples, right?
Query?
A query is an example. Very good. What are other objects? A table. What else? We got a query, a table, a form, and a report, right? A report, a query, a table, and a form. What did yours say? 3 left. Going this way. I think I'm going to get Allie this time. Here you go.
What are some good examples of a primary keys?
An example of a primary key, a good example of a primary key. Remember, we talked about primary keys have to be a unique identifier. So would a home phone number be a good example? Can you and I have the same home phone number? Yeah, so that'd be a bad example. How about your student ID? That's a good example. Very good. Student ID is a good example. One right, we're going to Jordan. You go, Jordan.
Alright. What view is used to preform most table design tasks?
What view is used to perform most table design? Yeah. What view is used to perform table design tasks? Remember, we had that question with Rain. There were 2 different views: data sheet or design. 50-50 shot. What do you think it is?
Design.
Design. Thanks, Delaney. Just for that, I'm not even going to look at the number. Here, you go. Stand up for me.
What is a database? Do we already have that one?
We had that one. You can answer it. What is a database?
It stores information.
A collection of stored information. Very good. All right, I got out of my front row. We got to get Cole and Fisher. We got to get Zach Attack in there. Matthew. 4 more questions here.
What does F1 do?
What does F1 do? What does it open up? F1 is the shortcut key to open up what?
Question.
Help. Good job. Now we know. All right, got a question here for you.
What are the columns and rows called in Access?
Columns and rows called in Access. So we got let's start with columns. What are columns in Access?
Field.
Fields. What are rows? Did you know that, Fisher?
No.
Okay. Columns are fields and rows are records. All right. Here we go, Zach. Stand up for me, bud.
What are the names of columns and rows changed to fields and records?
What are the names? We just went over that, right? So columns are fields and rows are records. And we got one more question here for Matthew. Here, that's a pretty good one. Let me see these last 3. Aha. Good question for the last one. Go ahead.
How much data can a long text store?
How much data can we store with long text as the data type? About a gig. About 1 gig of data. Very good. All right. You guys did great with that. Hopefully we got our minds thinking about database again. And we got our minds thinking about records and fields instead of rows and columns like we did in Excel.
At this time, we need seniors in Mr. McSwain's homeroom.